So this is Joseph in the coat of many colors and anime form with magic.
What are you nerding out about?
All right, this is the point of the evening where we try to guess what Joe is talking about. This one is actually this is the point of the night where we talk about what we love. So we'd love for you to call in. What you're nerding about? What's getting you excited? Devo has shared woodworking stuff with us. Bean has shared what is it called? Blacksmithing. Some
Yep.
blacksmithing moments with us. It's whatever gets you happy in life. And a lot of times it comes down to things that we're watching or playing. Sometimes for me it's life education, things I'm learning. But Joe's is tonight is anime, and we love to play the game. What the heck are you talking about, Joe? And I'm gonna guess what this anime is about. This is straight off the screen. Easygoing Territory Defense by the Optimistic Lord.
Yep.
Easygoing Territory Defense by the Optimistic Lord. This is absolutely a dark comedy where they are sacrificing children to the defense of the territory, but it's easygoing because the Optimistic Lord just knows people are going to keep making more kids. And then there's some kind of a bear principle involved, and I don't know, snorks. There we go. That's what it's about.
Snorks. It's about snorks. What it's actually about is a person is reincarnated into a fantasy world. I'm a sucker for isekai, and he is lauded as a prodigy. He's got a bit of a mental advantage having experiences from his past life and whatnot, but he's lauded as a prodigy. He has talents for politics. He has talents with the sword, etc., etc., etc. But he comes of age where he goes to a ceremony to determine what type of magic he has, and his dad has elemental magic. His brothers have elemental magic. Like everyone in his family has elemental magic. So it's expected that he'll have elemental magic. And he's so much of a prodigy that his dad is planning on making him the heir, even though he's the youngest. So jumping ranks ahead of his brothers and whatnot.
Like Bob's doing to Malachi. Mordecai, Malachi, whatever it is. Mally.
And come to find out, he does not have elemental magic. He has production magic. So
like
he
me.
And so he's able to take raw materials and kind of almost Full Metal Alchemist them into something else. And so because it is not
Ooh, let the dogs out.
But because it is considered a weak magic, the dad initially wants to just execute him. And one of his older brothers convinces the dad, hey, why don't you send him to this remote territory where... Yes?
So this is Joseph in the coat of many colors and anime form with magic.
Well, the brother doesn't want him executed. The brother saves him.
I mean, you got to change it a little bit, put it on screen. I'm just... All right, so let's banish him. Let's banish. All right.
Yeah, so he's like, hey, we just got this territory from the neighboring country. It is completely underdeveloped. It is next to a mountain range that's full of monsters that are super powerful, and so no one wants to go there. It's kind of a dumpy, out of the way place. And so
they're still going to get him killed, it sounds like.
So the dad says, fine, banishes him to this backwater village, and so he shows up there, but because he's been lauded as a prodigy, he's beloved by those that have taught him along the way. So the captain of the guard comes with him because he's been his sword teacher. His butler joins him because he's been teaching him politics. His personal maid joins him, and several other people, high profile people, end up joining him against the orders of the dad and things like that. but they get to the town and it's besieged by bandits. So immediately they have to fight and save the day and whatnot. And so they end up doing that. And he tries to use his production magic for the first real time. He did a tiny bit of tests in the carriage along the way, but he starts messing around and he just bam creates a mansion inside the town.
Okay.
And so come to find out, we haven't learned the reason for it, and I suspect we won't, because that's how isekai goes. People are just overpowered just because. But he has a much larger mana reservoir than like anybody else. So production magic, the reason why it sucks is because people don't have the mana capacity to use it to its full potential. Combine that with the fact that he has knowledge from his previous life, and so he's able to visualize things that aren't as that are better, higher quality than what is existing in this world. And so he's able to use this this production magic way more efficiently than anyone before has. And so it's not a chill anime in the fact that there's no fighting, but it's chill in the fact that the stakes are really small, effectively, because
Okay.
he's just overpowering everything with his production magic, and it's a nice chill power fantasy anime that I'm enjoying.
So he's a Rockefeller in the 1920s. I got you.
But like, no, to give an example of how ridiculous his production magic is he takes wood and turns it into a sword, and the sword is so sharp it can cut through like this premium shield without even really trying. And so that, just to give you an expectation for just how ridiculously unreal, I mean, it's magic and everything, so real being relative, but within the realm of what you would expect from a fantasy franchise or a fantasy adaptation or whatever, it is even more ridiculous. It's just completely blown out of proportion and things like that. But it's okay. It's all right. When life is crazy, anime delivers with a power fantasy that just everything goes right.
Yeah. I think what I love so much about Demon Slayer is not everything goes right.
Yeah.
There's still hope. But there's always a real threat in it. It just is so good that way. But yeah, Shield Hero, everything ends up right for him. Shangri-La, everything. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, and there's definitely times when I enjoy stuff where plot armor is pretty thin, if it's there at all. And then there's other times where I like my plot armor having, a howitzer, just crazy full on tank plot armor that you're not getting through.
Don't you touch my Zenitsu. That's my special boy. Don't you touch my Zenitsu.
My mom said I'm special.
I'm in danger.